Hey Soul Fam, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So there's something about a negative couple out here. Two people that have um, done something to you. They took some sort of action against you. They don't want you to speak about. They want to shut you up. They don't want you to get credit for something. Yeah, they don't want you to get credit for you taking the road less traveled and having integrity. They don't want you to look that way. They want you to look, yeah. They don't want you to look like the divine being you are. You give gratitude. You're close to the Most High God, and these entities that work through these corrupt people don't want you to be getting your flowers. They could be watching you. Yeah, somebody tossed you out like you were trash, like you didn't mean anything or you were nothing. Somebody could be a part of an industry, not necessarily. It could be a group. The Masons. Yeah, they're getting taken down. They wanted to toss you out like trash, like you didn't matter. You're being protected by the divine from this industry, from this Freemason, whatever they are. There's a couple that's, yeah, they are focused on you and destroying what you got going on. But the Most High God is stopping them. Yeah, you could be gang stalked. You could be part of yeah, you have people watching you and gang stalking you. If you're being gang stalked, you're a threat to the darkness. These people wanted you to look crazy or paranoid so that you could get locked up. Yeah. Now they're being seen. They know you know. You had a bad feeling. And they know you're going to talk about it and they want to shut you up. But you're speaking about this. This is a group of haters from your past. They're trying to affect your work, your service, your of service to humanity. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to be seen for who you are. They wanted to affect your health, and they wanted you to look like something you're not, so you wouldn't get this position you're supposed to be filling here. You're going to be filling. Yeah, they took a risk to farm your essence. That's what they were trying to do. Now they're experiencing backfires, a domino effect, bad luck, things not going their way, things not working out for them, and that's in the present moment. That's happening now. They were using like a battery. Now they can't, so they're looking for like a plan B. It sounds like these are opportunists and thieves. These are scammers, criminals. Yeah, vampires, energy drainers. They're trying to turn back time, you know, looking for a way out of what they've done. They can't. Yeah, they can't. They're still trying to, they're doing stuff underground, um, in the dark. They dabble in the darkness. But you picked this up. You knew what they were doing. They thought you were dumb, but you pick it up. You're picking it up in the unified field that you're psychic. You know? These were people that could have been like family members to you. Somebody could have forged a signature of yours. These are thieves. Yeah, they're trying to do some sort of magic to change an outcome. These are people that you were friends with. Somebody could have, there's something about a ranch or a piece of property or a home that it's just in the energy. These were people that traveled to do spell work, to to do something to you, to cause you this man-made disaster. They were doing it underground, under the radar. Yeah. This is somebody that worked with a warlock, or they are a warlock. Something about an airplane or travel, even a ship or a boat. You're here to be an inspiration. People, yeah, you're a good role model. People may look up to you, or this may be something that will be happening. Yeah, and they're just getting really bad karma for what they've done. These are people from your past that you knew them very well, and they decided to betray you. I just heard for some cash, for some money. Mm-hmm. Yep. Jeez. Yeah, you're too tuned in for these people to mess with, and they're under heavy judgment and getting karma. This is in the present moment. This is like happening. Yeah, and you've crossed the finish line here. You're receiving your rewards, a gold medal. You finished this cycle. Yeah, these people are Freemasons or Eastern Stars, Order of the Eastern Star. They're Freemasons. They have family that this is like, I just heard bloodline, lineage, that this is what they do. Yeah, this is their lifestyle. They're heavily into rituals, magic. You knew what this fool was doing. Yeah, you saw what they were doing. You're protected from these low vibing energy vampires. Yeah. Okay, there's something about Pennywise or a trickster, fallen angel, Nephilim, clown, underground. Pennywise could be significant. So you're going to be experiencing some big changes this week, or soon. You know, this is God's time, so I just blurted out this week. So some of you may be experiencing changes this week in your life. Things may be starting to improve. Some prayers are being answered for you. Whatever you've been praying for. Maybe you've been in deep introspection time. You've been in prayer. Maybe some of you are fasting, or you've been called to fast. I've been getting the message to do that myself. So, out of the blue, I'm like, okay, I'm going to fast. I'm going to do a fast. Maybe you've been called to do that too. So, this is not just about me. This is, I picked this up on the collective. So, maybe you're called to do that. And this is your confirmation to get more spiritual insight. So maybe that's what you're doing. You're taking time to pray and meditate and maybe fast, because you're on the next step of your spiritual journey right now. You're moving on to calmer waters and away from these people. Yeah. Let me rephrase that. You're always going to run into these kind of people. This is just par for the course. It's just you're not letting them in your energy anymore. You're more discerning. Maybe that's why some of you are being called to do certain things that are different, or you're stepping outside the box. You're being called to push forward and do something, okay? So this is a confirmation for you. You know, this is not surprising to you, okay? This is a confirmation. Okay, soul family, I have some names and all that good stuff for you if you're interested. Okay. The name Bridget, Courtney, Steve, Catherine, Cameron, Dylan, Mark, Marcus, Marco, Karen, Vicky, Don or Ronald or Donald, Ashley, Marie, Anderson, Barry, Monica, Thelma, Larry, Jay or Jason, Marvin, Levi, Pamela, Gonzalez, Cheryl, Simone or Simon, Daniels or Daniel. The term rock, paper, scissors could be significant. All right. Let's see. Yeah. New Jersey, France, Rhode Island, Louisiana, Utah, California, or LA. Yeah, something about some land. Life insurance could have been significant. Somebody could have taken out a life insurance policy out without your knowledge. I'm gonna post that link to see if somebody has done that. It's free for United States and Canada. I don't know about any other country. You'd have to research that, but this is free, and I'll post it. If I forget, please just remind me and I'll post it. There's something about a sister, a third party that was greedy. They're being stopped. You may have moved away from this person. Something about substance abuse, like heavy use. Somebody could be drinking heavy. Jack Daniels. I said those two names. So somebody could like orchids. Something about spring being committed and a child. That could be significant to somebody. 2003, 1993, somebody could be 39, 27, 1972, 1988, or the number 88, or 888 could be significant. The name April could be significant to you, or the month of April. Somebody could be an Aries, a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Capricorn, or Sag, I guess. And that's all I have for you, soul family. I love you all so very much. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and being here. And I truly appreciate you all so much. And until next time, soul family, God bless you.